Hi guys, Interactive Broker a few months ago released the MCP connection, which allows you to connect your portfolio with your favorite AI. And ever since their release, there were a lot of concerns and debates going online whether it's actually safe to connect your live portfolio to the AI, considering all the damage AI was doing. And I myself, I was really concerned to connect it to my live environment, and I was connecting it to my testing environment only. Until recently, I decided to give it a go and connected it to one of my accounts. And in this video, I would like to walk you through all the processes of connecting Interactive Broker MCP to your account. And on top of that, we will walk you through all the commands, what you can do with Interactive Broker MCP connection. And we will actually discuss whether it's actually safe to run your portfolio through AI or not. Without further ado, let's jump in. This is the actual page. You can read about this, but I'm more on hands experience guy, so I'd rather prefer to jump directly to the Claude and ask it directly. So I asked Claude what you can do with Interactive Broker MCP connection, and here its reply. First of all, you can read your account and portfolio information. So you can get your account summary, your balances, your positions, your trades, your live orders, saved order instructions, performances, and allocations. Very interesting. So you can also get the market data for certain contracts, certain companies, for futures, as well as options. And on top of that, you can perform the research on certain themes. And furthermore, you can also add and edit and modify a watch list as well as alerts. So this is all the group of commands you can perform, but it's not very descriptive what you can actually do with that. Therefore, I asked AI give me the examples of command which I can actually use. And here are some of the examples of the command you can read. Practically, you can get your buying power and see how much margin or balances you have. You can see all my open positions and unrealized P&L. So on my last trades for the certain time periods, breakdown of my portfolio by sector, which is very interesting. How much, what is a year, my year-to-date returns, cash balances, and so on and so forth. So all the portfolio information you can retrieve, and it's read-only access, so it's not going to harm anything. You can also perform the market research, so you can give me the light quote for NVIDIA with implied volatility and pull daily bars for the S&P 500 over the last couple of years, 5 minutes bars, and so on and so forth. Compare 90-day average dollar volume for those 5 tickers. So practically you can do a lot with the market data as well. In terms of the options, you can see which one are expires and what is the weakest, and you can see 5 call spreads and so on and so forth, and open interest as well. You can perform all the research, all the companies, the most central in quantum computer theme. It is very interesting one. I performed this command and I'm going to show you the example. What is the Palantir actual competitors and what it does. So you can perform also very in-depth market research as well using MCP connection without going to any external sources, without reading any news. And it is actually a huge time saver as well. On the alert side, you can create alerts, edit alerts, modify alerts, so it's not much you can say here. And on top of that, it's kind of missed on the watch list. You can do the same with the watch list, and you can perform chain request. For example, you can add to the watch list and then set up the alert and so on and so forth. And let me run a couple of commands live with you here. I've already run the command which companies are the most central in the quantum computer theme, and this is actually what it pulled. So first it read the investment topics, then it get theme details, and then Claude summarized it, and that's what it gave me. INQ, QBTS, RGTI, and QUBT. So all the quantum computers are here, and it actually ranked them as well. Okay. Let me see in terms of the research. I would like to see the competitors, the second command. Let's see what is going to be showing me. So as you see, it's first it's finding tool, then it's searching contracts, searching for Palantirs, then it gets companies information, all the connections of the companies, and then probably it's going to give me the result. Yeah. What it sells, so it actually shows me everything about the Palantir, Gotham Apollo, the reference products, competitors, actual software rivals. So practically, you can perform very nice in-depth analysis of the companies using Claude. And you don't have to go anywhere. You don't need to read anything. You don't need to go to the search aggregators or anything like that. You simply go to Claude, connect it to your broker via MCP, and then you can talk to it. So it is very handy, I'm not going to lie. And in terms of myself, I don't think I'm gonna use it. And there's a reason why I don't want to use it, because even though it is very attractive and it is something which definitely gonna find its product market fit, I myself do not like to perform all this in-depth research on the companies before I'm going to invest. I used to be like that, but right now my objective is how to automate my investments using AI. Therefore, right now I'm not seeing the use case for that. For me, it's going to be much faster to go either to my Telegram channel, which automatically tells me what's happening with all my investments, or go directly on my phone to Interactive Broker and see what's happening with my positions. However, I definitely see this is very usable, and particularly like in terms of the research and market data, and maybe options data as well. It's very so market and options data, and this is very handy. If you are the type of investor who like to research everything thoroughly to before you're going to be making decisions, compare different companies, see which one is performing better, and so on and so forth, then this is definitely something you would like to use. However, before jumping any further, let me see. Can you please analyze fundamental data of, let's say, MU and give from the and give me your opinion about this company. So just out of curiosity, I would like to see if it's actually fundamental data is available, because the last time I was checking, it was not available. Searching contracts, yeah, it's searching for company MU, and then getting a price snapshot as well. So, and then let's see what's happening next. So getting price snapshot, uh, price history as well. So it's good that it has a price history, but I'm more concerned about the fundamental data. So whether AIs actually can analyze the financial statements and perform this form of analysis. Because if they actually added this feature, then this would be a really breakthrough, because there is a lot of headache actually to read through the financial statements and analyze where the problems with the companies lies. And yeah, and that's the problem. So it actually doesn't have this fundamental data, even though Interactive Broker actually has it. So as you see right now, it started to search with the different sources, different online places, and so on and so forth. So if Interactive Broker would add fundamental data into the MCP connection, then it would be much more usable for me, because I'm the type of investor who would like to read the fundamental data before investing into the companies. So as long as they don't have fundamental data, So I'm not gonna do that right now. Anyway, this is just the breakdown of the functionality. Now, in terms of the connecting, let's jump through how you can actually connect Interactive Broker MCP to your AI, and let me walk you through that. In order to set up the connection, first of all, you need to go to connectors in your settings. Then you need to click Browse Connections and then type Interactive Broker. Then click on this connector, click Connect. Then it's going to jump to Interactive Broker, where you need to enter your username and password. Once you enter your username and password, it will ask for your verification. Once the connection is verified, it's going to ask for the accounts to which you need to grant the connection. You need to select one of those accounts. Then you need to read through the terms and conditions, and then you also need to agree to that. And this is it. Now Interactive Broker MCP connection is established. Now, when it comes to the actual security, is it actually safe to connect your Interactive Broker to Claude? The answer is yes, because this connection, MCP connection, is not allowing you to harm your positions anyhow, but this MCP connection gives you an additional level in terms of the researchability. And once again, I definitely believe this MCP connection is going to find its demand on the market. And if you would like, you could give it a go. It is very quick to set it up and you can play around with that. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Bye.